What is up, it's your boy Johnny SHREVE, IFBB promos to tell like it is. Now, with Wolverine and Deadpool coming out July 26th, I am absolutely super pumped. Yes, in fact, I am an absolute super nerd. My absolute favorite, and just happens to be that Wolverine is my favorite character. Now, you might think I'm gonna spend time critiquing Hugh Jackman's training with his Hollywood coach, or maybe speculate on his steroid use, which would be for another video. But today, seeing that I love Wolverine, and when I was a kid, I wanted to be him, we are going to dive into how you can actually become superhuman like Wolverine. Now, I understand that we can't be freaking mutants like Wolverine with superhuman strength, rapid healing ability, crazy agility, and ability to slow down aging, but what if I told you that we can actually achieve what I just said? Let's get into it. Now, first of all, when it comes to rapid healing ability, we all know for sure that we need to recover. Taking days off the gym, getting enough sleep, drinking your water, but what's most important with all those things is this. Now, if we want to talk about being superhuman like Wolverine, we gotta talk about his adamantium skeleton. We don't have steel for bones, but there's things we can do to actually help increase our bone density and overall strength. Slip and fall accidents happen in an older demographic, not because of the fall itself, but because their bones are weak, they break easy. And if we're talking about Wolverine and his ability to slow down aging, we can do the same thing by simply training. 3 days a week of resistance training can reduce muscle waste and diseases by a large margin. And if you're training more than that, you're already well on your way, but I suggest also making sure that you add some strength training into your resistance training. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean you have to max everything out. It just means that every so often, maybe for about 4 weeks, you increase the weight you're using by about 10 to 20% and work on strength for that time, and then go right back to resistance training. Seriously, it's not just about going to the gym and looking good and being strong. There are so many benefits that people don't realize that strength and conditioning does for you. Let me read some of these off for you. You can reduce type 2 diabetes by 30 to 50%, cardiovascular disease by 15 to 20%, obesity. Resistance training can literally reduce body fat by 1 to 3% by resistance training alone. Obviously, nutrition needs to be tuned in as well too, but just the training alone can help reduce it that much. 20 to 30% reduction in osteoporosis, 20 to 30% less in depression, and 30% of sarcopenia. Strength and resistance training can get us close to being superhuman. Adding in compound movements like incline barbell press, or squatting, or resistance training in general will help reduce the health issues mentioned above and just make everyday tasks that much easier. Think of any time you have to move something heavy around the house, shovel snow even. The benefits of training are absolutely endless, increasing overall bone density, and again, reducing your risk of all the diseases mentioned above. And what's more superhuman than that? Now, having superhuman strength is great and all, but we need to recover. And that's when we go to the kitchen. A proper optimal nutrition can speed up recovery significantly. Take this meal for instance. Protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. Protein aids in repair of damaged muscle fibers through a process called, obviously, protein synthesis. Getting about 1 to 1 grams of protein per body weight will help speed up recovery immensely. Now, foods like berries and leafy greens contain antioxidants that help reduce muscle inflammation and speed up recovery. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals that can cause oxidized stress and muscle damage. Omega-3 fat acids found in fish and flax seeds reduce inflammation and promote muscle recovery. And if you don't like fish, then you can easily supplement omega-3 fatty acids. And if we want to recover even faster, adding creatine, 5 grams per day will help your recovery. And then vitamin D is essential for your immune system. It's one of those micronutrients that we naturally can't get from foods. So supplementing vitamin D is going to help with your immune system that much more. And last but not least, water. One of the key ingredients to make sure all of these things actually work. Staying hydrated is crucial for muscle function and recovery. Dehydration can impair performance and delay recovery. Water supports the transport of nutrients to the muscles and the removal of metabolic waste products. So if you want to heal fast like Wolverine, start eating a little something like this. Wolverine's endurance is absolutely insane. The guy can fight for days, even months. But we're not Wolverine. We're normal human beings with careers families, busy lifestyles. The crazy thing is a large portion of the population between the ages of 18 and 24 stop running entirely and are unable to meet the health requirements of many health professionals. Now, if we're trying to be superhuman like Wolverine, simply adding cardio to your everyday will increase your lifespan and your overall quality of life. The benefits of cardio are endless. Decreased risk of cognitive disease, diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. All these can be reduced by just adding 150 minutes of cardio a week. That's 30 minutes of cardio 5 days a week. And it doesn't have to be on this. You can pick anything you like. It could be a treadmill, a stepper, it could be a run outside, it could be an exercise class, boxing. Pick the cardio that you enjoy the most or the one you dislike the least and reap all the benefits of cardio, giving you an overall quality of life. Now, when we talk about things like Wolverine's absolutely crazy agility. Now, I'm not saying you gotta jump off walls and jump over cars and jump out of sundials, slash them up, and then do 3 backflips off, land perfectly in that awesome superhero pose. But you can increase your athletic ability and mobility by just training those things. Doing things like yoga, work on your mobility, stretching after you train, are all things that will help increase your lifespan. At the age of 65 and older, those who lack mobility and flexibility have a 50% chance of dying sooner. If you start working on those things right now, by the time you're 65, you're gonna feel like you're 45. So instead of thinking of Wolverine and the rest of the Marvel characters as they're superhuman and they'll never be like that, understand that we can actually take control of our life to be superhuman-like on this planet. You can put yourself into that top 1 percentile of a demographic of people who will live longer because making sure you cover your proper nutrition, recovery, being strong, resting, work on your mobility will bring you close to being superhuman like Wolverine. Let me know what Marvel character you like the most and let me know if you're gonna watch Deadpool and Wolverine in the comment section below. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing.